Nebulas. One of the most, if not the most beautiful deep space objects discovered. Their magnificent colors and shape are jaw-dropping to astronomers and space nerds. Let's get to know more about them. Ever wanted to see a nebula? Or know at least how to find one easily? Then you're in luck. At the end of the video, we will be showing you how to locate the Orion Nebula. So watch till the end. I am sure by now you already know what a nebula is. A nebula is a giant cloud of dust and gas in space. They are formed when a star dies. In some cases, they are formed from the outer layers of a dying star, like our Sun. In other cases, they could be remnants of a massive supernova explosion. They are mostly made up of hydrogen and helium. Pretty obvious, right? As stars have those elements in abundance, they are called as stellar nurseries. It's where new stars are born. But it's not as simple as that. Let's get into some details. It may seem similar to processes that take place inside the core. When a star dies, there are two important forces for a nebula: the kinetic energy of the gas, which makes the nebula expand, and the potential energy, which is gravity, makes the cloud contract. As long as these forces are in balance, the nebula is said to be in a state of hydrostatic equilibrium. To form a star, or multiple stars, this equilibrium must be shattered by the gravity of the nebula. As always, there is a specific point, or mass, that it must have in order to collapse. This is called as Jean's mass, which is 10 to 10,000 plus the mass of the Sun, and as usual, there are many special cases. In case of a very large nebula, the cloud can collapse on its own and can form star clusters, such as the Pleiades star cluster, also known as the Seven Sisters. Catalog Messier 45. Pleiades is a rather easy target in the night sky, but we will learn to locate it in a different video. In other cases, the nebula can be small, and an external force is required to collapse. This can be the force from another supernova explosion, or some other galactic explosions, or radiations. Gravity brings together dust and gases, and after a long period of time, it forms the core, and eventually a protostar, and the star life cycle begins. Nebulas can end, or start a huge dynasty. Nebulas are huge, and can extend up to many light-years across. The closest nebula to Earth is called the Helix Nebula. It is 650 light-years away, meaning that if we could travel at the speed of light, it would take us 650 years to reach it. Let's observe a nebula. Keep in mind that the images you have seen throughout the video are real, and were taken using long exposure shots with a powerful telescope. So after this video, if you try to find it, don't expect it to look like these images. The most easiest nebula to spot, even without binoculars, is the Orion Nebula. Before you locate, make sure you concentrate on dark spots in the sky, so your eyes are adapted to the dark. It's better to locate deep space objects in a darker environment, without harsh lighting to obstruct your view. As the name suggests, it's the part of the constellation Orion, also known as the Hunter, as Orion is visible in the early night sky in winter. It will be better to view this nebula in the upcoming months. Try and locate the Hunter's belt. It's a line of 3 stars. Look below the area of the first and second, or the middle star. You should be able to see a hazy cloud-like object emitting a dull blue light. That's the Orion Nebula. You will be able to see it better with a pair of binoculars. There are many apps and programs that will help you locate it in the night sky. Astronomy software will be provided in the description. If you were able to spot it, let us know in the comments section. Until then, universe elucidated and clear skies.